Out of the gun, the inside give. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Right back to it. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll need 3 yards here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. Wants to throw. It's Jennings. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. He'll pull it on the read. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared, and he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Quickly complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Right on the money. There he goes.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the 1st quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions, and he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
He might want another play. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Scanning the field, it's Jennings. Got his man. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense picks it up. He's loose down the middle. Scooped it, scored it, into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Maybe some room here. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. To the air on first down. He's got the back in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Fresno State right back to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
The give from the gun. He picked up some yardage, but they stop him at the 45, and he'll be a little short. Fresno State hoping to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it on the counter. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That's a really good-looking run, too. And when you think back to Washington football, we talk a lot about the quarterbacks they've had in these great aerial assaults, but they've always needed to have balance as well. You get that by running the football, and this guy really helps keep defenses honest because they don't know what's coming at them. With a weapon like him in the backfield, he really makes this offense go.
They'll go play action with Moore. Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field. But when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play call.
And the Huskies will snap it on first and 10. Off play action. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Moore from the gun on third down. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted deep in his own end. Looking for more room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Well, that's the danger about being in a third and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield. The defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football even if they don't get big gains. It's those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Bringing the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Fresno State will have to punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Kick is in the air. And you couldn't ask for much more than that. A perfectly placed punt pins them inside the 5.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield. And now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Takes the easy one to the back. Could not make his way to the corner.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting them on the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Dante Moore. Here comes the heat. Got out of trouble and throws. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He wants it all. Touchdown, Fresno State. Quick strike through the air for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the point after is good. So they get the ball deep in the red zone, move it just 6 yards, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. One more snap coming before halftime. The give on the inside. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's got it again. He's out past the 35. Finding some room. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Husky.
Man, that is going to leave the head coach scratching his head. The final play of the first half, your opponent runs the ball, and you can't tackle him and get him down with all those bodies back playing prevent. That is a terrible job of defense, and to add insult to injury, you've now given up the lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Running to the left. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
On target. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Pocket breaking down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And look, I know this offense made some adjustments at halftime. They couldn't wait to get back out on the field and try to generate a score. But their defense is playing lights out. So to me right now, this is a no-brainer. After the
can't hang on, he muffs it.
And a huge thank you in order right there. That returner is literally going to go find my man and go, thank you so much for making up for my mistake. That could have been huge, but the offense caught a break and fell on.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback running on the draw. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll run it from the gun. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, looking to pass. Now adjusting. He's brought down. Couldn't find anybody and get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that.
Snags it, and he's open. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Husky. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. On to attempt the try. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. the gun. The running back has it. Breaks into the open. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Oh, they're after him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And I love this defense continues to get home and bring pressure. Another sack, their third sack of the game. They just keep applying pressure, and it's working. Do not stop.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Fresno State right back to the line. Trying to impose their will with the run. Makes it past the marker. Here's a little room there. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
You cannot let that happen to you defensively. That is the definition of getting gashed. They didn't have one guy in their front seven even get a finger on that guy.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got it. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. We've reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So the final period starts with a second down play. To throw, it's Jennings. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State. The Bulldogs answer right back with a score of their own. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back, and the line's paved some holes, and he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark, and when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
Right back to the well. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. The crowd is going to tell you the result of this one. They are into it on this huge 3rd and 3. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Continues to fight for yards. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. The Huskies with the 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. They're dealing with a second and long. Holds and fires complete to the right. At the 35, he's loose. Into the secondary on the right. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like, quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly on target, and you can make big plays. They made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
And the Huskies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Running back searching for a hole. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Final timeout taken by the Bulldogs. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the fourth quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
He's got the first down, and they'll be able to run it out from here.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a first down. Nice balance by this offense.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for their quarterback to go. He couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose him.
Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. You know, there's no real reason to panic if you think about it when this panicking ever really comes. But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on, keep working on them, keep developing. Those things you do well, dude, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistent.
That's going to do it for us here